Well, hello, and this is unexpected, but welcome to part 15 of Let's Play Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Spyro the Dragon. And basically, I've just completed, as you probably know, Nasty Nork and Nasty's Loot. However, if you've been watching my Let's Play series, you may see that I've missed one or two skill points. In fact, I've missed 3 skill points, to be honest. So, what I'm going to be doing now is going back and getting those. Mainly because I wanted to make this playthrough 15 parts long instead of 14, because I somehow seem to have an obsession of wanting numbers to be on, I don't know, either a 5 or 0. Although that can't exactly always happen. And I don't know why I was going to Toaster then, but I'm also put on the small head and small wings cheat, because I actually find it pretty funny. I just think it actually makes Spyro look smaller, but it actually sort of like makes him look fat. So I actually find it quite funny that Spyro actually looks fat because of the small head and tiny wings cheat. And this is a pretty interesting glitch if you watch, because as soon as he starts entering the level, you'll see his head will just pop back to normal size, and so will his wings. So if you watch closely, when he does his looping animation, he'll just briefly pop back. Like there. I'm not sure if you saw that, but that's actually pretty interesting because he actually kept his sunglasses. Same way as he keeps his colours. So of course we're going for the old bull stuck skill point here, which is pretty easy to acquire. All you need to do here really is just charge all of the bulls and not flame them. Which is pretty easy to do. I just thought I'd make this extra part anyway, just because it's more Spyro the Dragon to play. I mean, as I say, Spyro the Dragon is one of my favourite Spyro games. I'd say it's my second favourite. I know I could be moving on to Ripto's Rage, but I just thought to make an extra part of Spyro the Dragon where, seeing as I've only got 3 skill points to go, I might as well collect them. So there we go, it's a skill point acquired for that, so that's 1 down and 2 more to go. So because of that, I've now unlocked an art gallery, which we'll of course take a look at in a second, as soon as this loading screen's finished. Funnily enough, he didn't change his size back again, which happens when you enter in a level and exiting a level. So if I go to skill points, as you may see, I've unlocked 1 art gallery, which of course contains the Spyro Dragon cover for Reignited Trilogy, which I might actually screenshot and actually save that somewhere, because that actually is pretty nice. So that's actually quite nice and lockable. The Spyro model himself, Spyro and Sparks, which I think is some pretty nice concept art, to be fair, as well as the dragon statue. I mean, just look at the detail that goes into that. I mean, the crystal effects, the lighting effects. Of course, some Nork designs on various levels, like the top 2 and towards the left are obviously the ones from the level, well, let's say the 3 to the left are obviously from, I forgot the level name, Twilight Harbour, whereas obviously the 3 on the right, which includes the bottom 2 to the right and the 1 on the top right, is obviously from Peacekeepers. Also we've got the Fools from Dreamweavers, as well as the Giant Pansy, the Armoured Horror, and the Demon Dogs, which actually really like the models of those, especially with the Demon Dogs, because as I've said, they look like pugs with pointy ears. And we also have Toasty, who is, you know, like the model of the boss both in sheep form and scarecrow form. We have Dr. Shemp and Blowhard, which are pretty nice, designed for concept art. I mean, anybody could easily work from them. I mean, they're pretty detailed drawings, so obviously some of these are computer aided design. And we have Metalhead, which you can see all the electrical sparks coming off in the all of the electrical detail. It's really impressive. And of course you have that hard to pronounce name, and or is it Jax, Jakes, and Nasty Nog? Right here. So we'll now go to the Beastmaker's world. Now that we've looked at these concept art images, and we will get these last 2 skill points, which I should be able to do pretty quickly because, as I said, Metalhead's quite an easy boss, and I should be able to make it through the electric fields without getting stunned, because as you probably know I accidentally got stunned on a dumb mistake because I accidentally stood on an area that electrifies which I didn't think electrifies, because it was kind of hidden by grass. I was kind of gutted that that happened. Same with the Metalhead skill point, so hopefully I won't have any mishaps this time and have to restart the level again. So here's Terrace Village. So hopefully we don't get stunned this time. Once again that glitch where Spyro's cheats get disabled until he lands, and then suddenly his head and wings shrink again. I think the skill point here only requires no electric floor damage, so I suppose if you get stunned by any other enemies it don't really matter. So just to be sure, I'm actually going to wait till the electric fields actually fizzle out completely. Crap. Right. So that's one part done. It's just the second half now, which thankfully shouldn't be too hard. I hope I've timed that right. Yes! Yes, that we're lucky. Because that's actually the hardest force field. Hardest electricity field anyway to cross over. So here's the last one. There we go. Skill point acquired. So that now just leaves the one more skill point to collect, which is of course from Metalhead. I just actually find it hilarious how Spyro looks in, like, I call it him his overweight form, his fat form. Although saying that, you can actually make him skinny as well with the big head cheat. So of course get past the pigs without getting knocked into the water like they usually do. And of course we'll now jump into Metalhead and collect this last skill point. And that will well and truly be Spyro 1 100% complete. In every way, shape or form. So hopefully I can complete Metalhead without taking any damage. I mean, I managed to do Dr. Shemp without taking any damage, so I can't see why I can't do Metalhead. I don't think the damage really counts from enemies around here. So all I've got to really do now is just disrupt the power supply of Metalhead, which he destroys half of them himself, to be fair, so That's one part done. I've just got the second part to do now, which hopefully I should be able to get first time, like I've been saying I don't know how many times now. And this is something you've really got to watch because they can actually change, pretty unpredictable. From green to red, which I swear that's what's happened on the last one. Which I think's in part 8, if I remember correctly. Yeah, part 8, because I went on to Dreamweavers in part 9. So that is just the last one. Yes. So that is that. That is all skill points collected from Spyro the Dragon. So I can say well and truly that I've actually fully completed the first Spyro game. Of course, I'm looking forward to now doing Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, which is probably my favourite Spyro game in the whole franchise. You know, because I just love Avalar, I love the levels, I love the characters. So that is that. We'll now have a look at the art gallery. So I think we got up to Nasty Nork, yep, so we've got 10 more images in the art gallery we've unlocked. So we've got the artisans, dragons, Delbin and Gavin. You know, Delbin obviously stood there holding his picture of Sparks, which is painted, which I actually really like. I like how he carries that easel about with him and he actually painted that nice picture of Sparks right there. And we of course have Gavin, which is located down the hole in Stonehill. We also have Nestor and Thor, as well as the Peacekeeper's dragons, which is Trondo and Boris, which I believe are both located in the home world if I'm not mistaken, as well as Magnus and Conan. I think Magnus is the I think that's the fat one that like sticks his belly out and pats it. I'm not too sure, but we've also got the Magic Crafters dragons, Xander and Jarvis, as well as Lucas and Eldred. Some Beastmaker's dragons, which is Saipin and Bubba. So this is only like a small selection of dragons. So, you know, it's not going to show you all of them obviously because there's too many dragons obviously in the game to do that. We've got Damon and Zeke, as well as the Dreamweavers ones, which is Capano and Revilo, which I like. You know, Revilo's design there, it's like really skinny and, you know, curled up. I mean, with of course all the sewing and knitting things on, well, the knitting needles and the string on his head. You know, it's like, and of course we have the other Dreamweavers dragons, which is Unica and Mudana, which is of course the one I really like, which is holding the which says fairies are always on our side, holding the doll, which is probably from one of my favourite levels in the game, Lofty Castle. So that is obviously the art gallery fully showcased here.
Where to, Spyro?
And I always have this like obsession of putting it back to artisans when I finish. I don't know why, I just always have. So that is that. That is part 15, and that wraps up the whole Let's Play of Spyro the Dragon. And I am sure looking forward to doing Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, also from Reignited Trilogy, which I'm sure doing in the next part, which I'm really looking forward to that one. Because as I've said many times before, Spyro 2 is my favourite Spyro game, of which I order them from favourite to worst as 2, 1, 3. Well, that's my opinion anyway. Some may say 3, 2, 1, and I totally respect that. So that wraps up Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy. I sure really do hope that you enjoyed this Let's Play series, and I sure hope that you look forward to be playing Spyro 2, which should surely be a fun one, and I'm definitely looking forward to that one. So, of course, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like, and also feel free to comment if you want, and also subscribe if you are really looking forward to and want to watch every part of my Let's Play Spyro 2. So, thank you so much for watching this, guys and gals, of course. I'll see you all in Spyro 2.